Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A few people asked me here on YouTube and on my private Discord about different cryptocurrencies, and one of them was Sui. So today I decided to dive into this cryptocurrency, which is one of the most innovative layer 1 blockchains out there. I'll break down how it works, the tech behind it, but I will also cover all the risks associated with it. I want to clarify that I hold Sui, but I will not let this affect my objectivity. I'll present all the positives and negatives as they are, and I want you to make your own judgment and decision. So let's get started. Sui is designed for speed and scalability from the ground up. It's built to solve one of the biggest bottlenecks in traditional blockchain networks: how to process tons of transactions simultaneously without slowing down. To achieve this, Sui uses what's called a DAG-based architecture, or directed acyclic graph. This is very similar to Caspa's DAG structure, which we discussed in a previous video. Unlike traditional blockchains where transactions are processed sequentially, Sui allows for transactions to be processed in parallel, using multiple validators at once, making it ideal for applications like gaming, social media, and decentralized finance. Sui was founded by Ivan Cheng, Sam Blackshear, Adene Abiodun, Kostas Chalkias, and Georgi Denises, who all used to work for Facebook. Sui uses the Move programming language originally developed by Facebook for their Libra project. So another innovative feature is that Sui uses a new approach called Narwhal and Tusk. It's a two-part consensus mechanism designed for speed and efficiency. Narwhal is responsible for ordering transactions and organizing them into batches, while Tusk is responsible for the orders in which they should be confirmed. By separating these two functions, Sui reduces congestion and increases transaction throughput. Another key feature of Sui is storage and gas fee model. Unlike Ethereum, where gas fees are burnt, Sui has an innovative recycling model for gas fees. When you pay for transactions, the fees are collected and redistributed back into the network to incentivize validators. And when it comes to data storage, Sui uses time-locked storage, meaning users can store data temporarily onto the network and eventually have it retired or deleted to free up space. This not only makes the storage cheaper, but also helps the network maintain efficiency over time. So, these are all the positives, great, but investing in Sui can be like any other cryptocurrency that comes with a variety of risks, and I want you to be aware of some of those risks. So the first one with Sui is about tokenomics and token distribution. The total supply of Sui is 10 billion tokens. 50% of the total supply is for community reserve. 20% was dedicated to early contributors. 14% goes to investors, 10% goes to Miston Labs, and 5% is community access program and app testers. You can actually find slightly different information on other sources, but we can see that Sui's token allocation gives a significant portion to early contributors and investors. This could lead to concerns about centralization and the potential for large stakeholders to influence governance decisions or sell large amounts of tokens, impacting the price. Sui's vesting schedule is a bit aggressive. With a huge cliff that occurred earlier this year, it is not clear when the vesting schedules will end. We can see that for early investors, the vesting will finish in the middle of 2026. But for other vesting schedules, it's not clear when they're gonna end. But we can see that they go beyond 2030 for sure. It is worth mentioning that Sui is heavily VC-backed. In the long term, it can have very serious potential, and one of the biggest drawbacks is the tokenomics. It was the same with Solana. To refresh your memory, if you were around at that time, Solana had a massive vesting cliff, which should have tanked its price in the short term, but it actually had no effect, and in the long term, over the course of the bull market, Solana went from $5 to $250, which is 50x. Why? Because Solana was believed to be Ethereum's killer. This is the narrative that Solana had. And Sui has very similar narrative this time. It is supposed to be Solana's killer. And even if Sui performs as half as good as what Solana did last cycle, it means that we can easily see 25x this bull run. So part of the first challenge is also that Sui's foundation is not known, their wallets, how much of the total supply they hold. And this actually compromises on other aspects like the technology. Here comes the second challenge, which is around the early stage technology, and Sui is relatively new layer 1 blockchain, which means it's still in its early stages of development. And as with any new technology or cryptocurrency, there is uncertainty around whether it will perform as expected or it will face unforeseen technical issues. The last drawback that I mentioned in this video is that Sui already competes with well-established blockchains like Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche. These competitors have large ecosystems, developer communities, and proven track records. Sui will need to grow its ecosystem quickly to remain competitive. But I personally think that these challenges and drawbacks fade away compared to the potential that Sui has. It's one of the most advanced cryptocurrencies in the market right now, one of the very few that focuses on mass adoption, and one of the very few with the potential to achieve it in this cycle. This is what Solana was doing last cycle. So this is a brief overview of Sui. I personally think that Sui will get very far this cycle if it addresses the challenges that it currently faces. I want to stress one more time that all the information and content I share is my own personal thoughts, and none of this should be taken as financial advice. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.